Ever since the start of Path of Exile's development, we plan to add support for players to pay for the creation of a private lake for them, blah 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 blah. Okay. We're pleased to announce that we will be starting making these private leagues available for purchase next week. These leagues allow you to add more mods that make Path of Exile more challenging for you and your friends. We designed private leagues with the needs of two groups of players in mind. The first group is players who want more challenging Path of Exile, and the second who want to see how far they and their friends can get without outside influence from the rest of the league. Private leagues will be fun for content creators who want to create an entertaining string or video by playing Path of Exile on an obscenely difficult settings, potentially alongside members of their communities. By the way, guys, it's 100 USD or at least 5 months of T2 sub to get into my league. Just saying, okay? Philosophically, it's important to us that private leagues don't make the game easier. That's what special events like Flashback, Thermal, and the Mayhem are for. We'll continue to run these special events. Okay, so the reasons why the league cannot be easier, the private leagues cannot be easier than the normal game, is that imagine people playing leagues with like crazy currency drops or something like that. Then someone new comes to the game, watches you, like, you know, let's say this were to play that stream on stream with like fucking 10 times the currency drops or something like that. And then someone comes and like, yo, that looks nice. And then they play the game, and then they realize that if they were to get there, they would have to pay. And now we have like an actual pay to win here, and it would be a PR disaster. It would also mean that whenever you play that league, having fun, and the moment when like the league ends, then it just comes back to the dump down shit where you don't, you know. It's like if you for most people, if like the moment the mayhem ends and you go back to the normal game, it's just like feels bad, man. It's not for everyone, but for a lot of people. There was a really good post about this on Reddit. We can quickly check it. I think it's this one. Yeah, here. So just like it would be bad for the game and for everyone else. This is a nice video. This is a really nice video explaining what would happen. Let's put it at like nice double speed. So this lasts only a couple of minutes instead of 5. This golden nugget here is the league with, you know, currencies dropping left and right, and like uniques and shit. So it gets a high, and the high keeps, like the high just lasts less time each time. And then eventually when you're not on the high, you feel absolute dog shit. See, it's like it's starting to, the color is like getting darker whenever it's not on a high. And see, it lasts like less time too. Feels bad, man. This is a really good argument for flashbacks too. Oh, the poor Kiwi dude. There was like a bunch of other reasons too. But yeah, let's keep reading that. Pricing. Private leagues cost 120 points to create. By default, they last 10 days and have 10 player slots. So let's say that you have 10 people. That's like 12 points per piece for 10 days. So that's like an $1.20, right? Or something like that. Depending, like it's a bit, even a bit less for in euros, I think. Additional blocks of 10 player can be purchased for 10 points. Additional 100 for 600. 10 days for 60 points. 30 days for 108 points. It's weird that you don't have like this. Like what is the purpose of having this line or this line? What does this matter? Because you could just keep buying this extra 10 for 60. Like, I feel like if this for like even like 590. Oh no. 590. Let's stay there. Fuck, I almost poured some salt into a fresh wound still. And like here, this would be like 170 or something, like the 175, something like that. Like this is like why? But yeah, okay. Let's say that you were to crowdfund, because it's probably gonna be hard to find 100 people or 99 people on top of yourself for a league, right? So if you, let's say that we get 100 players for 1 month, so you need to buy extra 90 days, right? So that's 9 times this, so this is 500 and well, this one, sorry. So that's you buy this only twice, so that's 120, right? You buy this twice, so that's 120 points on top of this, so that's 240. And on top of the 240, you buy this 9 times, which is about 540. So we're talking about 780 points for 100 people for a month. Now it's probably going to be hard to find 100 friends. Pepe hands, no friends. So that's 7.8 points ahead for a month. That is not even a dollar. And you get to play a league of that. I got 1 month of that. What if one dude leaves the league, migrates to the current league? Is there one free slot now? I don't know. I hope. I mean, I assume that it's account, right? You pay the account to be able to log into that league, and you can keep creating characters in that league. And if you migrate, that's just like you starting over in that league. I would assume that's how it works. So you can migrate the character or everything you have to a trade league, but you still have access to the private league. That's how I see it. But yeah, the more people you get, the cheaper it becomes. And the absolute like minimum price is like what? Like 60 cents, because it's like, because this divided by it's 12 points. I mean, okay, let's say we have this, right? We add another 10 players. So that's now 20 players for 180. Which is 90. Do I math? We add another 10 players to this, right? So that's 60. So that's 20. So that's 9 instead of 12. Let's say that we added 20 players. So now that's... It can keep getting cheaper and cheaper, but I think it caps at 6 points, or very close to the 6 points, because, you know, every time you add more players... Oh shit. I might be mathing wrong, it's quite early in the morning, but let's say that we added, I don't know, 200 players, right? So that's now plus 1200, right? And then we divide that by 210, because that's the number of players we have. And that's 6 points, yeah. So the more players you get, the closer you come to 6 points per head. Yeah. You're never gonna really reach it, but that's like the math on it. But yeah, you can add additional player slots and days at any time once the league has started. So this here is like really fucking good. The most expensive it can be is 120 if every player slot is filled, right? No, the more days you add to it, the more expensive it becomes. So let's say you start with the base 10 players, and then you make it last, can't extend the league beyond 2 months. So you add 30 plus then 20 here, so that's what, 300 extra points. So that's 420 divided by 10, so that's 42 points ahead if you want to go 2 months with 10 players. Yeah. Currently. With the length of 2 months. So that's 4.2 US USD for 2 months. I'd say that's still pretty cheap. This I feel like this is gonna make GG so much money. What I wonder though is, will everyone have to pay for this, or is it could it like let's say that Good Assist like host a 2-month league with let's say that Good Assist host like a 10-day event for like 100 players on his own. I would assume they allow that. But I don't know if it's set here. It's probably gonna be when I go into the GGG tracker, we might find it. Yeah. Yeah, so there could be even like a full 3 months eventually. We'll see. League difficulty mods. During league creation, the following mods can be added at no additional cost. Mods that separately increase monster damage, life speed, elemental damage, and number of projectiles. Oops. These mods often come in several tiers and make monster harder in various ways. You can add whichever combination of these various mods desired to increase the challenge of monsters in the league. You know what's the greatest thing? Let's say that GGG doesn't kill the perma gluttony build. Then you just like get as much speed and elemental damage to the extra elemental damage to the monsters as possible, and you don't even need to go to minus resistance anymore. Just lightning coil, easy game. And the speed so that monsters with with the degens are so fast that they have to start doing like normal attacks too. To protect progressing. We don't talk about that, okay? Shh, shh, shh. We don't talk about that. Reduced player resistances. Having a blanket resistance penalty not only makes combat harder, but also increases the difficulty of finding a set of perfect gear that meets all the resistance needs. This is really, this is pretty big. Like resistances are important. But yeah. Multi-projectile Shaper, multi-projectile Elder. Uber Atziri with even more speed. Any other bosses that are crazy with projectiles? Tulu maybe? I don't know. Yeah, this is like... feels good. No stashes in was for true masochists. Without the ability to store items for later, characters in no stashes League need to live off the land with constraints that make completing Battle of Exile a lot more challenging. You can parent to install Self-Found League to disable trade, guaranteeing that your character fully defend. So we can actually have like races to kill like Shaper with no stash, with extra projectiles, reduced resistances, and like just like everything, dude. There's so many things you can do with this. Like short 10-day events or shit like that. And make it hardcore. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh yeah, is it like? I wonder if it's. Yeah, I would assume it has to be the same core. Like everyone in the league is on the same core, I would assume. But like these fuckers here are making me actually hyped up about playing PoE in a softcore league. Because you can make the monsters so fucking hard that alone is gonna make everything in the league so much slower and harder to do that there's like no need to add hardcore on top of it. I feel like it's gonna be fun to rotate between softcore and hardcore. Yeah, exactly. No magic or rare items drop. In leagues of this type, you can only find normal and at their usual drop rate unique items. So you have to use every currency item you find mods here. If Delco's core and fossil farming is easy, that's kinda not really an issue. But this here is amazing. I wanna play this. I wanna do something with this. In a league like this, getting alterations is actually extremely hard. You would be actually vendoring up your transmutes to augments and augments to alts, so you can just roll like flasks. But then we add no vendor. Well, yeah, you found yourself actually using Orbus Transmuting, running out of essence and treasuring every Chaos Orb for its intended purpose. Yeah, because you can't do Chaos Recipe. Trade values of currency items will likely be extremely different in leagues like this, yeah. And quantity items. You can do Chaos Recipe if you like Alk and chant your items, I guess. You can do it, but you don't really have... Like, you would... I mean, yeah, you could do it, but you couldn't do it in such a mass that it would make, like, a crazy difference. What about Shaper and Elder items? I hope that they would make this so that they just drop as a white, like normal items. I hope they would make that. I'm pretty sure somebody there has already asked this and we probably have an answer, but I don't think they want to remove those from these leagues. Oh shit, you're right. You would actually do the 20 quality chaos recipe in these leagues. You would quality the white bases and then oh shit, dude. Now that's actually, oh my god. Okay, no vending. In a no vending league, you can buy items or sell items to NPCs in town. You're still able to complete quests. This is pretty big. This is so much harder than this. It's unreal. Not being able to vendor your shit for alt shards. You can't do chaos recipe. You can't trade your jewelers to fusings. People in leagues like this would actually farm maps that have div cards for the currency items they want. The meta in leagues like these is farming like Grotto or something like that for fusings. Obviously Underground Sea for alks. You would most likely farm like Belfry just for the Chaos Orbs alone, like the div card. Yeah, Underground Sea, Mineral Pools, those both have alks. Graveyards for GCPs. Actually, no, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't need to do Graveyard for GCP. You would just do Merciless or Overlap for quality gems. And quality gems would still... Oh, never mind. Shh. Don't say it. Okay, I prayed for it there. Yeah, you would do that. Famine. In famine leagues, your life, mana, energy shield, and flask do not... I mean, Pathfinder League, here we come. Do not refill when you go to town. This can be added alongside other mods to create the ultimate live off the land league. This is a pretty interesting too. We'd see like crazy leech and region builds here. Just to kill monsters though. Yeah, of course. It's not the hardest thing. But I mean, unless we're talking about like some boss fights. Like let's say that you get, I mean, most people probably won't get. I mean, in softcore you would just die to refill all of your shit. No stats, yeah. This for like maps. The biggest issue, okay. The thing with this is you can cheat. You can cheat on this, especially if you play in a group. Because you can drop items in instances, right? You can drop items in ghosts or something like that. So if you play in a group, no vending is not an issue if you're really, you know. But then you slap in soul self fine, and now we're talking. But like I wanna see, actually I wanna participate in like a no stas, no magic or rare item drops race to like Shaper. Like just these two alone would make it very interesting. To kill Shaper. Not to Shaper, but to actually kill him. Leave the map when a 6 socket because of space. But no, but like, yeah. It's like, oh. You can actually prove in-game that you killed Shaper. Wait, you can. You link the item, and then you do who is, it shows what league you're in. Hello, meat stuff. Let's see. Let's see if we get that. If he gets a choke. Does Lynn River know about private leagues yet? I don't know. We have plans for even more mods to add to this system, such as item durability, where item quality can become negative with use, and the item is destroyed when it hits 20%. This is kind of interesting. You would have to use like whetstones and armor scraps on your gear to keep it, you know. What if you kill it and you die in hardcore with no portals? Will you kill it? I mean, we can add. You kill it and you need proof. Come on, come, dude. Let's do a trade. Oh yeah, I probably need to make actually room. Man, my map tab looks so empty when I'm looking at this tab, and then I go like here and. This is my third comms heart that actually dropped this league. $350. $350 plus. Is that like 70? That's. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. It's fine. Okay, let's go back. Many of the existing mods can be designed to create leagues that are like the Iron Man mods that players enjoyed with old school action RPGs in the 90s. Adding durability, turning off vendors, flask refills and stats let you test yourself. Only the items that Breaklast serves up to you. Alternatively, you could add a pile of punitive monster mods and experience in order. Like you can make the shit so hard that the people won't even get the Shaper. I feel like if you were to add like all of these things that we see here, you won't even make it. You will like not get to Shaper, even like softcore. Depending on like how much of these mods we can get. Elder farming with no stashes. Oh god, don't even. Oh shit, dude. Oh god, that sound. No stash is like no elder farming league. Oh god. I don't want to play no stats because I want to kill Elder. Dude, no stats is like actually pretty hard even for getting like the memory fragments. It's not impossible, of course, but pretty hard. Once a league has started, the mods cannot be changed. This is so the players who complete difficult objectives in the league can easily demonstrate that all the mods were present at the point that it was achieved. Makes sense. Crowdfunding. 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 Exactly. When creating a league, you can choose to crowdfund the payment. Players invited to the league can contribute points towards the cost. Once the crowdfunding has completed, the league will be created. You can also crowdfund later at the time or player slots in the same way. That's really nice. Private challenge leagues. When you create a private league, you can choose to base it off. You can choose to base it off any of the core permanent, so hardcore or standard, or challenge league that is currently running. So you can't run old leagues. So only the league that is going at the moment. It will gain all the properties of the league you base it off. If you parent your league, the challenge league, you will be able to do the challenges. This is big. This is really nice. So you can do group found in next league with people you want, if you want to, and be able to do all the challenges from the league in your private league. This is big. This here is big. At least for me. Players in a private league are able to voluntarily migrate their characters or their entire league state, so kind of like in Self-Fun, out of the parent league, just like with regular Self-Fun. Yeah, Bob is coming back to PoE because of this. I guarantee you, we're gonna see Bob back in PoE because of this. And he hasn't played in like 2 leagues, I think. No, not Bob Slop. My Bob. Clashy. Players in a private league are... yeah, so... Because these private leagues only make the game harder, this presents no fairness issue to economies. That makes sense too. So what I think happens if you migrate a character or your entire league state, you can start in that league again from scratch. That is how, like, everyone who's inside the league will have access to the league until it ends. So you can't like open a spot for someone by migrating over. I'm pretty sure that when you do this, it's literally just like move your shit to the different league, and if you wanna play in the league, you just have to start over. You might need a new slot. I don't think that's how it's gonna be, but I'm pretty sure that it just locks your account to it. What is actually I don't think I've seen much of talk about it, but you know this is like, if this becomes like big and a lot of people actually start playing in, Private Challenge League, that's, I wonder if it's gonna make botting and everything, like all of the RMT shit, less profitable, or if it's gonna make it even more profitable, because there's gonna be less people. That means that they could sell their shit for more price. But yeah, there's one big downside out of this is definitely trade hardcore is gonna take a big hit. What is dead can't be killed. Majority is still gonna play temp softcore. Yeah, I obviously. I'm just wondering if it will be big enough that you see a difference. Like, you can literally, people who absolutely hate like the botting can crowdfund a league. Like, let's say that even 1K people, and there's no way, I don't see anyone getting bots in there. So there's definitely some kind of that shit. We'll see. I'm not expecting it to make a big difference, but if the league is parented, trade API. Private leagues are exposed to the regular trade APIs and will be indexed by both committee and trade. This is big as well. being able to trade through PoE trade or the Path of Exile / trade is insane. Like, it's pretty damn nice. I wonder if you're gonna have the PoE Ninja have like some maybe popular bigger leagues. Like, let's say that you had like a league of 10k people who just wanted to like T people who wanna play like a very hard version of a softcore league. Would you see like PoE Ninja for that? I don't know, probably not. For now, more private leagues are a PC-only feature. We expect to launch them on Xbox One in the future once we have support for them there. This post generally already doesn't go into a lot of granular detail about the system. If you have any questions, please reply with them and I will try to answer them in frequently asked questions about private leagues on the day we release them. Sometime next week. This is big. This is big. Man, this remind me of like the old Sana mods. Monster Damage 1, Monster Damage 2, Monster Life 1, 2, Speed 1 and 2. Okay, so potential bad things. I'm expecting this to make the hardcore trade even more dead than it already is. You have the new player potentially being like, well, wait, like playing the game and then like, wait, why is my game like easier? That's kind of weird to say. Pay to make the game harder. That's like the exact opposite of what a lot of games are nowadays. Tells you something about the game. What? Pay for difficulty. Yeah, exactly. It just opens your eyes about GGG as a company. Pay to get completely and utterly destroyed. If you can't handle it, then just migrate over to the trade, like the parent league, and you're good to continue. You think about this was their plan all along? Make game easy with adding infinite amount of power key and then make the pay to be harder. Yeah, I mean that's basically like I haven't said this like this maybe once or twice in the last couple of years in stream, but I feel like the fact that we have divination cards makes GGG not feel bad about pushing extreme RNG to getting some items during a league, because someone will buy a divination card for that item. And it doesn't matter if they like don't like all the bestiary uniques, right? You don't have access to them anymore, except div cards. And I guess through Delve a bit now, but this I think this is gonna make them so much money. And I fucking love this. Now it's just now the big question is because I definitely want to play group like found. So basically it would be a private challenge league. The big question is, would it be with any of these mods or would it be literally just the base? Because you can kind of do it already, right? You can just play in the league with your friends, but this like gives like it like validates that people who are in the league can't cheat, right? That's what it does. That's basically what happened with solo self-phone as well. A lot of people wanted to play solo self-phone before it was a thing, and then they made it a actual thing, and now people have like a verification that everyone who's playing there isn't cheating, right? They are buying items. If you're doing a full league 3 months, I would just do group found vanilla. Yeah, but like I think literally just mentioned why you would do this in a lot of cases, especially if there's a lot of people that you don't like fully trust. But I feel like if I get enough people, I'll start the next league with group found. I don't know if it would be a month or like just go full 2 months, because you can always migrate out of it, right? I don't know. Definitely a month at least. Month would allow you, if you have enough players, a month would allow you to do a lot of challenges. 2 months of vanilla and month of mods. Yeah, something like that. You can also extend it. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's true. You would probably actually just start with like a month. I'm just not sure how many people you want there. But this allows so many crazy things, right? This also allows people, let's say that people who don't have that much time to play, or like people who have like school, have midterms or something like that, right? And then you just crowdfund a league with people with same like restraints, and you start a bit late to the league, right? You can do crazy races. You can do like crazy 10-day races. Actually, I feel like they're. I mean, it's really not that expensive, even for 10 days. But fuck, I want, dude. You know what I actually want? You know what would make this amazing? You could actually do like races. You could do races that last for a while, where you have one or insert X amount of characters you can attempt, and you can only play the character for X amount of time. And then you end at that level and it will be done, right? Let's say that you had a 10-day. Actually, let's say that you had a 10 days league, where every time you make a character, it has no access to like, you know, like new stats, like your previous stats or anything like that. And basically just, I guess it would be no stashes, 10 days, and then whenever you make a character, you have like, let's say, 10 hours to play with the character, and then you would see who gets the first. That's like, there's so many interesting things you could do with this in the future. It's really damn nice. So someone says custom leagues seem to target streamers above all. Custom streamer challenge leagues with subs, custom races. The thing is, you don't need custom races for streamers. You can literally crowdfund this shit too. You can. There's so much potential. And I think they're gonna get more money out of people who just have a group of friends they wanna toy around, than from streamers. But I would not be surprised to see new streamers to come to PoE and then literally do nothing else but play leagues with their subs, or like you said like a amount of money that you need to put in to be allowed in that league. I would not be surprised at all if that was a thing. Oh god, I'm thinking about one particular person who hasn't been streaming since they, you know, made when they didn't accept giveaways anymore. But this was like, you guys, you gotta get to play with me, though. Creep. I don't think this will bring it. I don't know. This is gonna make them a lot of money though. That's for sure. I think vast majority plays this game for like an hour or so. Solo day, why would they jump in a random pay-to-win league? The fuck do you mean with a pay-to-win? This is pay to get your ass whopped by everything left and right. This is literally the exact opposite. You pay to make shit harder, or you pay to just do it in a private league. But there's nothing win in this. Yeah, it's pay to have a private experience, or pay to get completely destroyed by the game. It costs money. This is actually relatively cheap too. Even if you have let's say that you have 10 people to play with. Like you literally take this one. You literally take this one. Let's say that let's say that you were 5 people only. You have like the max party size of 6, right? That's you get 10 days of doing something crazy. So that's 2 weekends. That's 2 full weekends. If you start on Friday, you get to like experience 2 weekends with, let's say, 6 other people. That's math is too hard for me. That's $2. Wait. Yeah. That's 20 points. Or like 2 USD for 2 weekends of. I got confused because I did this, right? I multiplied I divided the points by the actual price too. So like 2 USD, it's even less in euros, dude. And you get to play with 5 friends for 2 weekends. The craziest shit you can imagine. Isn't 10 points $1? Yeah, so if it's 20 points per head, if it's 20 points for a head, that's $2 for 2 weekends. Which if you have 6 people. Less if you have the 10. If you have, let's say that you crowdfund a league that lasts a month, so you buy this twice, so that's 120 points, that's 240, plus this 9 times, which is 540, so we're talking about 780 points for 100 player league that lasts a month. That's 7 point. That's not even $1, right? that's 7.8 points ahead, and the more people you get, the closer you get to 6 points per head. But yeah, this is big. I can't wait to see what else they can do with this. Massive, can I join you next privately? Please answer me to broadcast. Okay, okay. You can join my league. If you did raise up, okay, dude. Yeah, the crowd, there's so many. It's not only this, but there's so many other things. Like the crowdfunding is amazing. The fact that you can actually complete challenges in these is amazing, and the fact that you will have trade options through like the website and everything. So you're probably gonna have like a league ID or something like that. Like, that's like more like they have everything out for this shit. This is gonna print them so much money. Sounds unhealthy as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I am pretty much nothing but excited for this. And to quote myself from the beginning of the video, in the meantime, we have a smaller announcement to make today. But the big question is now, if this is small, what the fuck do they have for us this evening? You know, evening my time, because it's 10 AM. Something big. Yeah, but the Masters rework is the league, right? I'm assuming the Masters rework is the league, and the next announcement is not even league specific. Nuki called Royal last night. I mean, that's not like Nuki saying Royal last night. It's just like it's been said so many times. You know how you have this here, right? I'd bet half the people who read this announce experimental near future, not Royal, which automatically means that this is Royal. I think that's all. They're just trying to cheap bait us with this. By the way, I called this. I said group solo self fun. Let me show you. Announcing the 3 up. Easy game, boys. It's up something from over. Oh god.